guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am going to be reacting to another Jubilee video. This one is called Do All Cancer Survivors Think the Same? Oh, this one's going to be interesting. I think I've only had one family member that had cancer, which was my grandfather. He passed away from lung cancer. So it'd be interesting to see how cancer survivors think. Let's watch.
Nothing I can do. Doesn't matter how I eat, doesn't matter what I do. There's lots of vegans, they get cancer. Doesn't freaking matter.
Because people do tend to blame it on the food.
My diagnosis was a surprise.
Well,
Three,
mm,
two,
yeah, I would think. Was it a surprise? Yeah. I don't think anyone expects to get cancer.
So I found a lump in my breast. I knew something was wrong. Still, I somewhat agree because you like to think that it's going to be something else. It's going to be a cyst. It's going to be benign.
Yeah, that's true.
But then when they actually tell you and you hear those words, you have breast cancer, it's like,
For me, I had childhood cancer, so I was diagnosed when I was 8.
Aw.
And, I'm a kid. I don't think about this kind of stuff. I'm thinking about, playing tag with my friends or going to the
Yeah.
movies. It was definitely a shock.
Yeah, I definitely feel the same way. Back pain and leg pain, only symptoms. And we just go to work being miserable, go home and lie in bed. My parents are like, maybe you should go to the ER. And then we get there and they do a scan like, oh, you have a giant mass in you. I'm like, oh, okay, great.
Aw.
dating and romantic relationships were more difficult after my diagnosis. Three, two, one, go.
What more was more difficult after?
I had
Okay.
a guy say to me, how are you gonna date guys now? You're kind of damaged goods.
You need to go find him, right? Like, let's go. Cancer crew, what's up?
Damaged
So I mean, apart from the
goods?
fact that dating in general is very difficult, it's like, how am I gonna find someone who, A, will not think of me that way, but then he
men are
also has
trash.
to deal with me thinking that I am that way.
I guess I've just never really been into relationships. I guess really the only kind of hamper with that is to be like, yo, I've had cancer, like this could come back, and also I can't have kids anymore, right? So now I have some new hurdles that somebody now has to deal with me.
I'm actually going to change my answer after hearing you because I'm in the exact same boat.
Really?
I'm infertile as well. I can't have children as a result of both being testicular cancer survivors. I often think about what, sorry, I often think about what it's gonna be like now when I, find someone, when I meet a great woman, and now I can't, maybe have children if she would want children. How would I bring it up in a conversation? Would I ever?
I think that like when someone falls in love with you, they're gonna fall in love with you, and hearing that isn't gonna change it. And
Yeah.
if it does, they're probably not the person that you should be with.
Exactly.
I was able to find someone really amazing who's stuck through all this with me, and I was bald on Tinder being like, who wants this? And it's still really hard. It did make it difficult to help these relationships grow. I'm also processing everything right now while formulating this relationship with someone, so it's a little bit of a struggle.
My diagnosis affected my relationship with my family. Three,
It shouldn't.
two, one.
I mean, not in a bad way. I mean, it will affect them, but just hopefully not in a bad way.
So it did affect my relationship with my family, but for the better. So
Yeah.
we became a lot closer. So we went through it as a family. I was lucky enough to have the right friends around me and the support, and I'm pretty sure without them, I wouldn't be standing here today, for sure.
Oh.
Getting stuck sucks.
I kind of had a little bit of a different experience. I pushed everybody away. Oh God, okay. I pushed everybody away throughout my treatment and everything. It's also kind of new because it just happened about a year ago. I'm from Texas, and so my mom moved out here to come live with me during my treatment.
That's good.
And I'm
Oh my
having like a really hard
gosh.
time connecting with her because I keep like associating her with that time. So I've also
Yeah.
never said that out loud, so sorry I'm getting super emotional right now, but
Yeah, don't apologize.
yeah, so
I feel like there's this protective barrier on both sides. And having been a survivor and the loved one of someone who had cancer, I want to protect you guys from thinking I'm not going to make it and from being hurt and from being sad. And they want to protect me from thinking they're worried or, God forbid, I would lose hope or anything of that. And so we think we're protecting each other, but we're really creating a disconnect. And I feel like it's long after we survive, that disconnect is there. We don't go back and become transparent about what we need to do to really move forward in life. Yeah.
There was a moment when I thought I wouldn't survive. 3, 2,
Whew,
1.
heavy questions, heavy questions. Well, I'm glad
I mean,
most
I
of them
think
had
initially
hope.
with any cancer, you always think that, you know, you're not going to survive. Very early on, I was not told, you know, what the prognosis was. Was I going to be okay? What's my survival percentage? And so there was one very, very dark moment for me. I tried to take my own life because I thought
No.
that was going to be my life from here on out.
No.
And I would recommend right now to anyone who is a cancer patient, please don't do anything like that.
Yeah, please don't. Oh my
Because I did not
God.
have all the information yet. I did not know what was going to happen or what wasn't.
can I hug you?
Yeah.
I know, I want to meet this guy.
And I think for me, it's the same thing. It was that dark place in between diagnosis and not knowing. And it was that, I just remember laying in bed thinking, shit, am I gonna die? Is this it?
Right.
Like, I need to take cooking classes in Italy. I haven't seen Niagara Falls. I haven't done the stuff I wanna do.
When they diagnosed me, in the name of the stage, it's to be unfavorable. And I'm like, first of all, why would you do that to me? Like, why would you put unfavorable in the name? That's just rude. She explained to me that, you know, it's just a formality, just a name, like the treatment, you should be responding to it really well. And so going through it, I was like, okay, you know what, I can do this. But then there got to a point in the chemo that I was like, this is what I might not survive. Like the cancer, okay, I was living it with it for like maybe, I don't know, like a year, and I seem to have been doing fine then, but this chemo is really making me suffer.
I have experienced survivor's guilt.
Survivor's
3,
guilt.
2, 1, go.
Split right down the middle.
I could have been born poor. I could have had a different kind of cancer, like all of these different things working together. And I'm not saying that I shouldn't have survived. And I'm not saying that I didn't work very hard and my doctors didn't work very hard. But on some level, I do feel guilt because there are so many people who deserve to have survived and haven't. And why is it that I was chosen to be one of those people?
In my second year of treatment, I would have been 10 years old. The hospital that I went to had this art show where all the kids get to paint and make some cool drawings. And I saw next door to me, there was another photo, but no one was there. And reality kind of sank in. And I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, why isn't he here? And later that night, he said, I don't think he made it. And so I think about that kid every day. I feel bad that I don't remember his name, but I think about his family, his mom, who doesn't have a son anymore, and he's never going to get to go to prom and graduate college and get the job of his dreams and have a family, and that one was pretty tough for me.
When I lost my brother, he was 32 years old to cancer, but I don't know why his journey in this life was only 32 years, but I know he did impress a lot of things and a lot of people in that 32 years. I believe that if my brother could see me, and I struggled for a very long time after losing him, that he would have said, the last thing I ever want to see is you being sad. Enjoy your life. You don't have to be Wonder Woman. Like, you just have to live your best life, your happiest life. And maybe it's enjoying pizza and laughing with your friends, and that's your best life. Have it and love it, because it's short. and don't miss out on it.
I am afraid of getting cancer again.
Oh
3,
yeah, I would be.
2, 1, go.
Like, it would make me live my life completely different.
So I'm the weirdo? All right, cool. So there's a slang term within the cancer world known as scanxiety. And, you know, it's when you go in for a scan, you get anxiety, and you're like, I don't know if cancer is going to come back now or whatever. Like, I can't change it. There is literally nothing I can do. Doesn't matter how I eat. Doesn't matter what I do. Doesn't matter what people tell you. There's lots of vegans, they get cancer. Doesn't freaking matter. So,
Right.
like, I'll just have to beat it again. You know? What else am I going to do?
God, you're such a positive person.
Right.
I'm gonna hang out with you. I think it is just because I like just finished my treatment and everything, and so I think that's why it's so scary. Because like I haven't even been cancer free for like a year yet or anything like that. You know, it's just a lot of anxiety. But I think like with time, you know, kind of like you guys are saying that it's still kind of scary, but you'll slowly make your way over there. I think that'll happen with me too. So.
Surviving cancer has made me a stronger person.
Oh, absolutely.
3,
Even if they don't
2,
think it, they're all
1,
stronger from this.
go.
Mm.
I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I would say that I would have had to have been a strong person before. I feel like
Yeah.
surviving cancer made me realize that I was a strong person, but I don't think it made me stronger per se.
I mean, I was a strong person and a passionate person my entire life, but I think it made me even stronger, even less tolerant of pettiness, of drama. You know, when that kind of stuff comes up, you're just like, no, I don't have time for that. And it made me very assertive in the fact that if I want to accomplish this, I'm in it right now.
I like to think as well that I was strong before, but it's only after you experience something so life-changing that you realize how truly strong you are. You know, it's no longer what I think, it's how I think that really puts a smile on my face. And so in that regard, it has made me very strong.
That's a great way to say that. Yeah.
Okay. That was a pretty good video. That was a pretty emotional video. But yeah, if you guys have any more reaction requests, make sure you guys leave comments down below of what videos you guys want me to react to. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.